One visit, one problem? Let's see if we can get you more out of your visit with your PCP. Make sure to stick around until the end for a few tips on how to do it. First, you should know that not every appointment is created equal. There's follow-up appointments, established care appointments, acute care appointments, physical appointments, preventative health care appointments. Depending on which office you go to, the different types of appointments have different lengths of time allotted to them. A metaphor I hear often is the hairdresser. Did you schedule just a trim or a full cut and color? I know copays from insurances can be expensive depending on what kind of insurance you have, and you took time out of your busy schedule to go see your doctor. So understandably, you want to see if you can get as much addressed in that one visit as possible. And as much as I would love to address your annual physical, preventative health care measures, follow up your chronic conditions, and also discuss that new pain that you started having, it often isn't feasible, and I wouldn't be doing you justice if I tried to do all of that in the one appointment. That doesn't mean I subscribe to the one problem, one visit philosophy, however. I could easily follow up on well-controlled hypertension, refill medications, look into the ear that feels clogged, and take a peek at that new rash you found. That is, if the clogged ear is due to impacted earwax and that new rash is something simple like ringworm. If either of those things becomes more complex, time's going to be tight. Something that you may not realize is that a doctor's schedule may start at 8 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. and have a half an hour lunch in there, but they have a patient scheduled every 15 minutes. And oftentimes their schedule does not have administrative time built into it. So they are having to write their office note, answer staff messages, answer patient messages, do refills, and fill out paperwork in between seeing their patients. So they don't actually have 15 minutes to see their patient. This is why, unfortunately, a lot of primary care doctors are doing a ton of work outside of their regular work hours. And most doctors I know are like me and hate falling behind. So we're juggling meeting patient expectations, practicing responsible medicine, and juggling our busy schedule. So what can you do to optimize the time that you have with your primary care doctor? When you call to make the appointment, make sure you tell your scheduler what you're coming in for. Is it your annual physical, or do you have a new problem you want to address? If you already have an appointment scheduled and something new comes up and you want to address it in that visit as well, make sure you tell the nurse or the medical assistant that's rooming you about this issue. I always look at the medical record to see what the MA or nurse put in there as to why the patient is there. This helps me structure my visit to be as efficient as possible. And then one of the first things I do with the patient is discuss what they're in for today. And then we can decide which is most pressing and needs to be addressed today and what might need to wait till next appointment. I'll make some videos on certain medical conditions and what you can do to prepare for your visit with your primary care doctor to streamline the visit and optimize the time that you do have. Let's try to get you prepared as possible for your next visit so you can get the most out of it.